Did you know that nearly 90% of people are walking around with at least one vitamin deficiency? That's right, most of us are not getting the vitamins our bodies desperately need. But here's the kicker, many of these deficiencies are silent. You might feel tired, foggy, or have joint pain, but blame it on stress or just getting older. What if it's actually your body screaming for more of the right nutrients? The truth is, ignoring these deficiencies can have serious consequences. From weakened bones to a sluggish immune system, vitamin shortages can sneak up on you and cause lasting damage. Imagine not knowing that your lack of vitamin D is affecting your mood, or that a simple B12 deficiency could be why you're feeling low on energy. In this video, we'll explore the dangerous effects of missing key vitamins, uncover some shocking facts, and reveal practical tips to get your health back on track. Stay tuned, you won't want to miss the surprising connections we'll uncover about how vitamin deficiencies could be quietly affecting your life. Chapter 1, The Silent Saboteurs, How Vitamin Deficiencies Stealthily Impact Your Health. Vitamin deficiencies are often the silent saboteurs of your health. They creep up on you slowly, causing issues that you might not even recognize until it's too late. For instance, a lack of vitamin D can quietly lead to bone weakness, yet the warning signs aren't always obvious. According to the National Institutes of Health, nearly 42% of Americans are vitamin D deficient. But most of them don't feel it until they break a bone or suffer from unexplained aches. Other vitamins, like B12, are vital for nerve health and energy. A deficiency in B12 can cause numbness or tingling, but it often starts as a bit of fatigue. Studies show that vitamin B12 deficiency is present in 6% of people under 60 and 20% of those over 60. These conditions often go unnoticed because the symptoms are subtle or attributed to aging. Most people don't realize the culprit might be something as simple as a missing vitamin. The risk is compounded by our diet, which is often lacking in essential nutrients. Processed foods, low in vitamins and minerals, have become staples in many households. A diet high in sugar, unhealthy fats, and low in fruits and vegetables leaves us vulnerable to deficiencies. That's why it's important to pay attention to those little signs, like muscle weakness or difficulty concentrating, because they may point to a much larger issue beneath the surface. Chapter 2, From Fatigue to Fog, Unmasking the Hidden Effects on Your Energy. Fatigue is more than just being tired, it's one of the most common symptoms of vitamin deficiencies. A lack of iron, for instance, can lead to anemia, which causes extreme fatigue. According to the World Health Organization, iron deficiency is the most common nutritional disorder worldwide, affecting an estimated 2 billion people. But what's even more surprising is how often people overlook it. Similarly, vitamin D plays a crucial role in regulating energy levels. Deficiency in vitamin D has been linked to chronic fatigue and depression. In fact, studies show that people with low vitamin D levels are twice as likely to report low energy levels. This is why feeling run down could actually be a sign that your body is craving more of the essential nutrients. But the fatigue doesn't end there. Brain fog, which affects your ability to focus, recall information, or even think clearly, is also linked to deficiencies in vitamins like B12 and folate. A study published in the journal Psychopharmacology found that people with low B12 levels are more prone to memory problems and mood disorders. This often goes unrecognized, as we tend to brush off these symptoms as stress or age-related. Chapter 3, The Deficiency Disease Connection. Could that ailment be linked to a lack of vitamins? Sometimes, the underlying cause of a chronic health issue can be traced back to a vitamin deficiency. For example, did you know that hair loss can be linked to a lack of biotin, vitamin B7? In a 2015 study published in Dermatology Research and Practice, researchers found that biotin supplementation could reduce hair thinning in those with vitamin deficiencies. Similarly, vitamin A is essential for maintaining healthy skin. A lack of this vitamin can result in dry, rough skin or even acne. Interestingly, about 30% of the world's population suffers from a deficiency in vitamin A, often without realizing it. This is why it's crucial to understand the connection between the vitamins you consume and the health issues you face. Even less obvious ailments, such as leg cramps, can be tied to deficiencies in magnesium or potassium. The body needs magnesium to regulate muscle contractions, and a deficiency can lead to painful cramps or spasms, especially at night. The American College of Sports Medicine notes that athletes are particularly at risk for magnesium deficiency, which can hinder performance and recovery. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on how these vitamin deficiencies might be affecting your life. Chapter 4, Under the Surface, The Hidden Impact of Deficiencies on Bone and Joint Health. When it comes to bone health, most people immediately think of calcium, but vitamins like K2, C, and D are just as crucial. For example, vitamin K2 helps direct calcium to the bones, preventing it from accumulating in your arteries. A deficiency in K2 is linked to an increased risk of osteoporosis and cardiovascular diseases. Vitamin C is also essential for bone health. It helps in the production of collagen, a key protein that supports bones and cartilage. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people with low levels of vitamin C are more prone to fractures. It's an interesting fact because most people think of vitamin C only for boosting immunity. Vitamin D is, of course, a well-known bone strengthener, as it helps your body absorb calcium. However, low levels of vitamin D have been associated with joint pain and stiffness, often mistaken for arthritis. A 2019 study showed that vitamin D supplementation can reduce joint pain, especially in people who are vitamin D deficient. Chapter 5, The Immune System Betrayal, How Deficient Vitamins Weaken Your Defense. Your immune system relies heavily on vitamins and minerals to function properly. Vitamin C is one of the most well-known immune-boosting vitamins. But did you know that a lack of vitamin A can also weaken your immune defenses? Vitamin A supports the production of white blood cells, which are responsible for fighting off infections. A deficiency in vitamin A leaves you more susceptible to colds and infections. Vitamin D is another essential nutrient that plays a crucial role in immune function. Studies show that people with low levels of vitamin D are more likely to suffer from respiratory infections. In fact, a large-scale review published in the Lancet Respiratory Medicine concluded that vitamin D supplementation can reduce the risk of acute respiratory infections by 12%. Zinc is another essential mineral for immune health, yet many people are unaware of its significance. It supports the function of immune cells and helps fight off bacteria and viruses. Zinc deficiency is linked to a weakened immune system, and research shows that people who are deficient in zinc are more likely to get sick and take longer to recover. Chapter 6, Fighting Back, How to Defeat Vitamin Deficiencies and Boost Your Longevity. So, how can you fight back against vitamin deficiencies? First, it's important to get tested. A simple blood test can help you identify any deficiencies, but it's also wise to track your symptoms. For example, if you're experiencing unexplained fatigue or muscle weakness, it could be a sign that you need to check your vitamin levels. Diet is the first line of defense. Eating a variety of nutrient-rich foods can help you maintain a balanced intake of vitamins. Leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and fish are excellent sources of essential vitamins. For instance, salmon is a great source of vitamin D, and spinach provides a healthy dose of magnesium. In addition to food, sunlight plays a vital role in vitamin D production. Just 10 to 30 minutes of sunlight exposure a few times a week can boost your vitamin D levels significantly. However, make sure to protect your skin and avoid overexposure to harmful UV rays. For those who struggle to get enough vitamins through diet or sunlight, supplements can help. However, it's important to consult with a healthcare provider before starting any supplementation. Over-supplementation of certain vitamins, like vitamin A and iron, can be harmful. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay updated with more health tips and the latest in nutrition science.